And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and Coffee Stream episode 472. I hope everyone had a good weekend because it is, of course, Monday once again, and it is a really goddamn cold day up here. The wind, especially, is ridiculous. I was in my room this morning and I could hear the wind through my closed window, and it was making this weird, like, not really a whistling noise, because the windows are good, but you could hear it just blowing through the trees outside the window, and it was just like, damn, that is a crazy ass wind. And of course, it is finally starting to snow for real here. Up in Canada, well, not all in all of Canada, but where I am in Canada, is starting to snow in earnest, and I hate that. it's it's not allowed. I don't like it. Um, so let's see here, Maddie. Hello, Maddie. Maddie is here, and Leo is here. Hello, Leo. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So we are going to have, I'm going to go for about an hour today. My oldest is home from school with a bit of a stuffy nose and head. So, but he's lying in bed right now, so we should be good. So I think I have four stories to read for us today. We are going to look at the really unfortunate happenings in in Wisconsin yesterday. You're here till 10, so that's at 1 o'clock. Yeah. 1 o'clock Eastern is 10 Pacific for you. So perfect timing. And I'm going to come and listen to it and check it out because I'm very interested in the accessibility mod. For the game Cyrillin, I think it's called. I think that's how you pronounce it. Voiceover maybe butchering it. So yeah, we are going to cover, unfortunately, the sad happenings in Wisconsin yesterday, and we're going to also be covering the fact that Canadian Parliament is finally back in session. We've also got an article about how the Ontario government is continuing to make the renewal process for health cards inaccessible for Ontarians with disabilities. And we also have a space story. So, that is what we are going to be reading today. Let's find our first story. Here it is. Let's see. Oh, he's okay. It's just a cold. It's like there's no, symptoms of COVID or anything. It's just your typical November cold. He's got a stuffed head, and, he's trying his damnedest to not act sick. So he's still trying to be like, hooray, ha, yay, but his voice is all squeaky. But he doesn't have a fever or anything like that, so I'm not too concerned. It's just your typical November type of cold. Nothing concerning. He's right now he's up in his room. I've let him uh watch some Netflix on my iPad. So, oh dear. And now he's calling for me. Just a moment, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Alex? Alex? What's the matter? What? Did you lock the tablet? Oh my goodness. Mommy! 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 I forgot the tablet password. I accidentally locked it. Host is back. Hello, Seamus Derby. Welcome. Hello, Turk. Let's see. Yeah, the Munchkin called me away. Yeah, he accidentally locked the tablet and then was like, because he was told to stay in bed, was just sitting in his bed. Mommy! Mommy! At least he's trying to follow his instructions. He is adorable, Duck Dog. He is adorable. Even at 7, he's still adorable. Okay. Now that we've had that adorable tonic, we can talk about the really sad thing that happened in Wisconsin yesterday. So I think it's 5 people are dead, and 40 plus people are injured after yesterday's Santa Claus parade. Your third mic bagged out on you. That sucked. Oh, he's got 6 more years before that changes. Hey, BP, you want to do a stream with me this Saturday? Simple premise, bring the most fucked up thing you saw on YouTube this week and then you vote, but you can't vote for yourself. I will have to see what time. Because I also have a stream on Saturday. So I've got my Star Trek stream on Saturday. So let's see. Where is the headline here? Uh, let's see. So it seems that, so yeah, 5 dead, 40 plus injured after SUV speeds into Christmas parade. Fucking douchebag. And this was published Monday, so today. So this is, it seems that none of the injured people in the 40 have passed on, which is good. I was afraid the body count was going to go up. I honestly was. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get past the links here. I think this is pronounced Waukesha? The joyous scene of marching bands and children dancing in Santa hats and waving pom-poms turned deadly in an instant on Sunday, giving way to screaming and scenes of crumpled bodies as the SUV sped through barricades and struck dancers, musicians, and others. Members of a, quote, dancing grannies club were among those killed. What the fuck? One person was taken into custody after a Waukesha police officer opened fire to try to stop the vehicle, authorities said. Oh my god, this is freaking horrible. Apparently, stay the fuck out of Wisconsin. Yeah, yeah. I have to check with the. Oh, okay. Maybe like noon. That might be hard, Turk, because I do have the kidlets, right? Also, the guy they took in is a BLM guy. Shocker. Um. Also, apparently, he was a rapper as well. Um. Yeah, this guy is apparently a rapper as well. 2 law enforcement officers speaking on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to discuss, the matter, publicly identified the person as 39-year-old Dale Brooks. Online court record showed a person named Dale Brooks Jr. with a birth date making him 39, has 2 open criminal cases in Milwaukee County. In one case filed November 5th, it is and he did this November 21st. He is charged with resisting or obstructing an officer with second degree recklessly endangering safety, disorderly conduct, bail jumping, and battery. Records show a $1,000 cash bond was posted November 19th. Records show so that would have been Friday. So his bail was posted on Friday. And then he... Oh, damn. Baltimore, Maryland cop gets house arrest for raping women. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Seamus. this is ridiculous. In the other case, filed in July 2020, Brooks is charged with reckless endangering and illegal possession of a firearm. Wonderful. So, reckless endangering in both cases. And he posts bail on Friday, and by Sunday, he kills 5 people. Investigators were questioning the person in custody about an earlier crime, which one of the officials described as an argument involving a knife. The official cautioned the investigation was still in the early stages. Waukesha Police Chief Dan Thompson gave no immediate details about the person or any possible motive. Thompson said that he did not know if the driver was hit by the officer's bullets, but that no bystanders were wounded. On its social media account, the city put the number of dead at at least 5. The horror was recorded by the city's live stream. Oh, Jesus. And onlookers' one cell phone video shows the moment the SUV broke through the barricade and includes the sound of what apparently were several gunshots. Another video shows a young child dancing in the street as the SUV speeds by just a few feet from her before it hurtles into the parade participants a few hundred feet ahead. One video of dancers with pom-poms ends with a group of people tending to a girl on the ground. Quote, "There were pom-poms and shoes and spilled hot chocolate everywhere. I had to go from one crumpled body to the other to find my daughter," Corey Montaho, a Waukesha School District school board member, told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. "My wife and 2 daughters were almost hit. Please pray for everybody." Oh my God, that's horrifying. Like, just walking through walking to the freaking walking through the dead just to try and find your child. Like, I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that. That's heartbreaking. The Milwaukee Dancing Grannies posted on its Facebook page that some of its members were among the dead. The organization describes itself as a, quote, "group of grannies that meet once a week to practice routines for summer and winter parades." Fuck. What is why? Quote, "Our group was doing what they loved, performing in front of in the crowd, putting a smile on the faces of all ages, filling them with joy and happiness," the post said. Quote, "Those who died were extremely passionate grannies. Their eyes gleamed the joy of being a granny. They were the glue that held us together." A Roman Catholic priest, parishioner, and Waukesha Catholic school children were among those injured, the Archdiocese of Waukesha said. Chris Germain, co-owner of the Aspire Dance Center studio, had about 70 people in the parade, including children as young as 2, being pulled in wagons and participants up to 18 years old. Yeah. And there were some children that were hit. I saw the video of the little girl just before I went to bed last night. It wasn't a few feet, it was inches. Jesus. Like, I just throw the book at this dude. Seriously, throw the book at this dude. That just, ugh. Jermaine, whose 3-year-old daughter was in the parade, said he was driving at the head he was driving at the head of their entry when he saw a maroon SUV that, quote, just blazed right past us. A police officer ran past in chase. Jermaine said he jumped out of his own SUV and gathered the girls who were with him to safety. Then he walked forward to see the damage. Damn. There were small children laying all over the road. There were police officers and EMTs doing CPR on multiple members of the parade, he said. Angelito Tenoria, a West Alice alderman who was running for Wisconsin state treasurer, said he was watching the parade with his family, oh God, when they saw the SUV come speeding into the area. Quote, then we heard a loud bang, Tenorio said. Quote, and then after that we just heard deafening cries and screams from the crowd, from the people at the parade, and from people started running away with tears in their eyes, crying. What, like, just why? Why? This is... If I had to kill a lot of people, how would I do it? Well, first of all, I would limit my carnage to full-grown adults. That's what I would do. And I don't know. Not with a vehicle. That's for sure. Not with a vehicle. The Waukesha School District canceled classes Monday and said extra counseling would be on hand for students and staff. The parade list of participants included cheer, dance, and band entries associated with district schools. Yeah. That's really, yeah. That's just no need for that. No need. Like, and I've this is still unfolding, but I've heard he was fleeing. I heard he was fleeing from something. Let's see. No ranting monkey this morning. When they were covering the story, they said the guy had parked in his driveway with the reversed in so that the damage was showing to the street. Yeah. Yeah. It's like he was bragging, like it was on display. Ugh, just disgusting. As clear cut as the last case that just finished was on video, this one is equally clear cut, and I hope that justice is served. All right, let's get to something else. Not really in the mood for more death today, because while I'm sharing this, I am gonna take a moment to say that today was or is the first anniversary of my uncle's, the one who is my godfather, his passing last year. It was November 22nd. of 2020. So yeah, just he was an interesting guy. He had his issues, but we all have our issues, and we he also, provided a lot of good memories for me. So um, you know, it's an interesting day for me. It's because when he passed, he was very sick. So you know, his death was a release for him from his sickness, but it was just so quick. Like he was diagnosed, and then he was diagnosed in September, and then he was gone in November. So it was hard. My question is, where's the left confirmation of the narrative that all black men are shot by police instead of arrested? That's a good question. That's a good question. Of course. Pardon me again. I'm being yelled for. Again. Buddy? Did you lock the tablet again? Did you lock the tablet again? Sorry guys, sorry guys, sorry guys. Mommy, the tablet's at 10%. Without eyes, can you produce tears? Yes, my tear ducts still work, Turk. Okay. Fuck. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to move him down to his brother's bed because my tablet was at 10%. And yeah, he's getting more and more congested. I'm gonna have to put some more Vicks on him after the stream, because I can hear it in his voice. He's getting more and more stuffy as the day goes on. So looks like he'll be staying home tomorrow too. Parliament returns today with a familiar seat map, but a new set of challenges. That's putting it mildly, CBC. Hello, CBC, Captain of Understatement. Jesus Christ. Yay, I get ready to record an episode of 7 Days to Die, and Steve and OBS have to update. Oh, if OBS updates, I hope that means that they're going to actually make things... If OBS updates, I hope that they're putting in fixes for voiceover. Inside or outside? Well, my tear ducts are the same place that yours are. The tears go outside, like, your tear ducts are right here and right here, right? So your tears will flow down your face, regardless of whether you have fake eyes or not. There are some blind people that don't produce tears. They need artificial tears. But that's because of their particular condition they have. Okay. The House of Commons will reconvene today after a hiatus of nearly 5 months. And then, you know what happens in 3 more weeks? Christmas! Which means they'll be gone for another 2 months. A period punctuated by an election campaign that returned a seat map that looks very much like the one from the last session of Parliament. Yes! Yes, it does. Isn't that amazing? It was a complete waste of time and money. Duck Dog says, that's like my buddy Jack that's blind. He has to put in artificial tears like every half an hour. Yeah, there definitely are some blind people that do need artificial tears. Thank you for addressing my stupid question. No, that's not a stupid question. CBC gods, I hate state media. Oh, I know. Ugh. The first order of business today is electing a speaker to preside over the chamber proceedings. Government House Leader Mark Holland told CBC News that after that vote, the next priorities are reconstituting the hybrid model that allows MPs to dial in from outside Ottawa and enforcing a new vaccine mandate for parliamentarians. Your parliament sounds more lazy than our Congress. Lately? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. You're not wrong there, Leo. Like, honestly, I don't care what the vaccine status of my parliamentarians are. Are they gonna actually do parliamentary work? Are they gonna do what we voted them to do, or voted them there to do? Yes? No? Well, other than that, I don't care. The vaccine mandate is contentious already after weeks of non-answers and threats of a challenge to the new vaccination rules. Conservative leader Aaron O'Toole confirmed to Radio Canada over the weekend that all Conservative MPs are now either fully vaccinated or have secured a medical exemption to the requirement. Yeah. You want politicians to actually work? Blind press, are you alright? I know. I'm insane. I want politicians to do like their actual jobs. I know. I should be I should be sent to a mental hospital. Canada stopped giving a fuck around 2014. Yeah. Whenever Jack Layton died, we just stopped caring. That was about 2012. Turk. Layton died, I believe, in 2012. So yeah. O'Toole refused to say just how many of his caucus colleagues have been able to bypass the vaccine mandate by claiming an exemption. According to the Board of Internal Economy, the committee of MPs that essentially governs the House in an MP can be exempt if they have proof of, quote, a medical contraindication to full vaccination. Yeah, and O'Toole does not have to disclose how many of his members of parliament have that medical declaration. Because it's none of your fucking business. You're asking a hell of a lot out of politicians. Oh, I know, Leo. This is crazy. O'Toole isn't telling us how many of his MPs have this medical thing, because we should totally have access to private citizens' medical information, or any citizen's medical information, because we're the media, don't you know? Fuck you! Quote, all of our MPs will be there, O'Toole said in French. Quote, for me, it is not appropriate to speak about the specific health issues of another MP. Ding, ding, ding! I may not like O'Toole, but I still say ding, ding, ding! Let's see. Let's move on here. Oh, there's a list and links in the middle here. Okay, O'Toole, who is facing an organized challenge to his leadership in the form of a petition from a now former caucus colleague, said he convinced the holdouts to get a shot or produce papers to show why they can't. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I said we had to follow the rules, and it's important for leaders to set an example, and I am satisfied with the approach of our team after the election, he said in an interview with let's see. La Coalition des Pouvoirs. Oh, okay. La Coalition des Pouvoirs. Holland said the Conservatives are usually sticklers for Commons rules, and he expects it to be no different with vaccines. They are usually a stickler for House Commons rules, but generally they are also a stickler for constitutional freedom. Hey guys, HIPAA apparently doesn't matter to the media. No! Wow, I wish U.S. politicians would stand up to the media like that. I'm vaxxed to the max and probably getting a booster, but it's getting out of hand. It is. It's getting way out of hand. This morning, I dropped the 4-year-old off at school, and I'm walking back to cross the street, and I can hear the third grade teacher. Apparently now, the students haven't been allowed to use their lockers for the first 2.5, 3 months of school. And apparently this morning, everyone is allowed to start using their locker. But this is what I heard as I'm walking by the door. Okay, everyone, you may now start using your lockers. You may put your boots on the floor of your locker, and you may hang your snow pants and your coats on a hook. You may not touch the doors. I'm not kidding. That is actually what I heard. Like, COVID doesn't live on hooks or floors of lockers, only on the locker doors, guys. And what are they gonna do? Let the lockers just hang open all day? Or is the teacher going to go by and close all the lockers and then sanitize the crap out of them, therefore wasting more time? I'm a teacher and we had an outbreak at school. It's sometimes a little scary. Kids are germ factory. I get it. I get that they are. But, that's dumb. You can touch the hooks and you can put your boots on the floor, but you can't touch the door. Viruses aren't going to live on the hooks of the locker or on the walls of the locker that you are inevitably going to touch, so that you can brace yourself while you're hanging your coat on said hook. The virus only lives on the door of the locker. That's stupid. Maniac Man says, I'm fine without a vax, but I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to stop other people from getting it, but I'm not. And you know what, Maniac Man? That should be your choice, and you should not be told that you deserve to die because of it. I'm very pro-vaccine, right? But I don't agree with the way that people are being divided right now. And I do not agree with the way that this particular shot is being put on a pedestal above all other proven and necessary shots. I don't like that. Quote, I hearken back to how many times I've seen conservative members stand up and demand the speaker not allow a member to speak because they're not wearing a tie. They're very adherent to the rules inside the chamber, so I'm hoping they're equally respectful of this, he said. I should qualify I live in East Asia. Yeah. It's not so restrictive here. My kids give me bear hugs and stuff. It's not so restrictive here, and I should add I live in East Asia. And that's exactly. You live where in the area where this shit came from, and even they're less crazy. Quote, this is not a matter of conscience. It's demonstrated by science that it's not safe to have unvaccinated members in the Parliment precinct. Okay, but then that means that your vaccine isn't safe. If you have the majority of vaccinated people and you have a couple of unvaccinated people, it shouldn't be unsafe. The vaccine should work. It's what herd immunity is for. It was a terrifying time. When we didn't know what this was, absolutely. Holland is also insisting on a hybrid parliament where some MPs are physically present in the Commons while others speak and vote remotely. When the House was dissolved before the September election, the last hybrid agreement ended. Holland wants the duo format to continue until at least June 2022. No! No! Get the fuck back to work! Get your asses out of your houses that your six-figure incomes provide you with and get back to work. You want us all to get back to work. You want the rest of Canadians to get their asses back into buildings and work. There's a labor shortage going on right now. How about you lazy motherfuckers set an example and get all of your asses back in the House of Commons? Jesus Christ. You lazy bastards. That's no. Quote, it's absolutely imperative that we continue with this and the flexibility it provides, he said. Quote, I don't want to be coming back in March relitigating all of this, wasting precious House time. So you want to waste precious House time now? Is that what you're saying? You guys literally have like 3 or 4 weeks of Parliament work to do before the Christmas break. And then you're going to be gone till March. Like, get your lazy butts in the House of Commons. You know what? Provide the option. Set it up. Provide the option. If you have if you have, say, a disabled member of Parliament who represents, like, I don't know, the Northwest Territories or Nunavut or something, and because of their, say they're in a wheelchair and it's more difficult for them to get their wheelchair into the smaller airplanes to get them to a bigger airport to get them to Ottawa. Have the option for those people to work remotely, right? Don't nix the system completely, but do not make it like, oh, I don't feel like going into the House of Commons. I'm just gonna work remotely. Like, no. Absolutely not. I am not okay with that. Like, if you're gonna have people with medical exemptions, if you want people to bring in their health business to to not have to be vaccinated, well, then if they want to work from remote work, then they need a medical or serious dire travel reason. Like, there's a blizzard and my flight is canceled. Right? I'm in BC and because of the flooding I can't get to Ottawa. Right? That shit. Okay? But don't make it an out. I work remotely and I have been for almost 2 years. Oh, I don't see, there are people, like my mom is a federal employee and she's doing tons of remote work from home Like, there are people that are doing valid work. But if you are in Parliament, you need to be in the chamber face to face with your fellow caucus and your opponents, and you need to be hashing things out. AMA time. Why did you decide on blue for the eyes? So I couldn't pick a color. I couldn't decide because like, in my brain, I had gone through the gambit of colors. So I went to Twitter and I said, what color eyes should I get? And somebody, I think it was Uziq, one of my buddy's wives, said, go for Elizabeth Taylor eyes. And Pincalo described to me that she had like this blue kind of violet shade. So we asked the ocularist if he could do that, and he mixed a couple of pigments together and got this color. So yeah, Leo, by no means do I think all remote work is laziness, but I think when you are in Parliament specifically, and you have been elected to sit in the House of Commons and run the country, you need to be doing it from from the actual House of Commons. You need to be there. Like, because there have been so many tech difficult, like the Parliament, like people with 100 subs on YouTube can run a better live stream than the federal government can. And so many times there are so many tech issues, and time is wasted with fixing things. It's ridiculous. Do prosthetic eyes cost $5,000 every 5 years like in the US? Well, it depends on the province you're in. Where I live in Ontario, the assistive devices program has a category for prosthetics, and eyes are included. And also ODSP helps, Ontario Disability Support Program helps cover the cost. So thank God, I do not have to pay for my eyes. They do, I think it's like $2,000 an eye. Like, if you didn't have it covered, I think it's like $2,000 a piece or something like that. It is pricey if you don't have insurance. They're purple? I thought they were blue purple. I thought they were a purpley. I thought they were like a bluey purple. Are they actually all the way purple? So we're going to move on to our disability story. Come on, StreamYard, load. Loady, loady, load. There we go. Now I need to go share the screen. Here we go. All right. So this is I think this is a CBC article. They look blue, says Turk. Is this like that dress that was either yellow or blue and everyone disagrees on what color? I don't know. I just dropped my phone on the floor. Screen down, of course. I definitely need a new screen protector. Okay. Where's that stupid headline? Yes, close menu. There we go. Ahem. Oh, come on. Come on. I just closed that stupid menu. That's not fair. CBC, you suck. CBC, your website design is atrocious. Just so you know. Just in case you were wondering. Your site design is terrifyingly bad. Oh my god. Okay. Good lord. There we go. Okay. Ontario's online health card renewal system excludes people with disabilities, advocates say, and the rest of us disabled Ontarians go, well, duh! Province looking at upgrading its system, but declined to comment on the record. Oh, of course. Of fucking course it declined to comment on the record. This is ridiculous. The thought of driving her son to a Service Ontario centre to renew his health card fills Jane Toner with dread. Why? Ben, 22, suffers from chronic pain and nerve damage, which makes the bumps, vibrations, and cold temperatures that inevitably come with a ride in a car excruciating, not to mention the wait in line outside the provincial centre location, Toner said. Yeah, I'll give her that. I don't have an official chronic pain diagnosis, and it sucks. It sucks. I would love to cross the border into Canada one of these days. It would be fun to see what kind of tourist traps I could fall into. Brantford is a fucking trip. Want to see more bars than people? Then Brantford is for you. Yep. And they're shitty, seedy, divey bars, too. Bars where you could very easily get killed. But soon they'll have no other choice. In Ontario, only with people with a driver's license can renew their health card online, leaving those who use photo ID cards like Ben with few other options than to physically go to a center. Yep. I had that same issue. And I still have to physically go to a center to fix my health card because my psycho stepmother put added a middle name that was never my middle name onto my health card And since the assistive devices program goes through the health system in Ontario, I have to have an accurate health card to get the braille display and to get reimbursed for the financing for the computer. So I have to go and get that fixed. So I have to bring my birth certificate into the Ontario Service Ontario Center. I have to go and be like, okay, this is my birth certificate. My health card is wrong. Please fix it. And then I have to wait like another 6 to 8 weeks for them to send me a new health card. It's fucking ridiculous. Toner says it's, quote, shameful that the province is imposing such a limitation on people living with disabilities and on seniors with mobility issues. Yeah, and the ridiculous part is that when I tweeted at Service Ontario, when I first tried to renew my health card back in the summer, I was literally told, just have somebody come and do it for you. Like, that's what I got told. This guy sounds like he's got the thing Monkey has. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you still haven't found your wallet, Turk. That sucks. You're in a foreign country with nothing. That's scary. That is really scary. Quote, really? What it's saying is, if you have a disability, we don't care. They don't matter, she said. That is exactly what they're saying. It boggles my mind. Ben's health card expired about a year ago, but he hasn't had to renew it yet because the province extended the validity of Ontario health cards to February 28th, 2022 in response to the pandemic. Toner has tried acting on his behalf, filling out and dropping off all the required paperwork at Service Ontario, but was informed Ben still needed to come in to have a new photo taken. Yeah, I needed a new photo taken as well. Let's see. So let's see here. Ben Toner was diagnosed with a rare condition known as thoracic outlet syndrome as a child and has undergone surgery and treatment to help ease his chronic pain. I've never heard of that syndrome before. That has to suck. Just being 22 years old and living in that much pain. Like, I can barely handle my back pain some days. It just, like, and as I said, I don't have an official diagnosis as to what the hell is going on with my back, but I just can't imagine being in that much pain, like, and especially at 22. Like, I would, that would just drive me mad. All right, last story. It's our space story. All right. Take a look here. Let's just share the screen. Okay. Oh, come back over here. There we go. Where's the Chrome tab? There we go. Okay. So here we go. Our last story, and it's a sciencey one, of course. Let's see. Definitely feel bad for you guys. No department should treat you like that. No, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And to be told on like to be told, oh, just have somebody come and do it for you. It's like, what? So this is from CTV News. Researchers confirm carbon dioxide cold traps on the moon. And of course, we have a picture of the moon up here. Where are we here? Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to. Okay. Researchers have finally confirmed the presence of carbon dioxide, quote, cold traps on the moon after decades of research. A discovery that is integral to potential long-term robot or human presence there, according to a paper published last month in the journal Geophysical Research Letters. Similar to Pluto, the permanently shadowed regions of the moon's poles enter temperatures cold enough to allow for carbon dioxide to freeze and remain solid even during peak heat in the lunar summer. Because yes, it does during the day in the summer, especially during the day on the moon, especially during lunar summer, it gets above 100 degrees. So I think it's Fahrenheit, or let's ask Siri here. What is the daytime temperature on the moon during the lunar summer?
Okay, I found this on the. Does our moon have what's the temperature on the moon? Vertical line space. Temperatures on the moon are very hot in the daytime, about 100 degrees Celsius. At night, the lunar surface.
Yeah,
websites.
100 degrees Celsius in the daytime.
Results. How did lunar astronauts survive? Listen. Button.
100 degrees Celsius during the day on the moon. So they found that in the shadowed regions at the poles, that carbon dioxide is, or that the temperatures at the poles in the shadowed parts are cold enough that we have similar conditions on Pluto for the carbon dioxide to freeze. That's cool. The confirmation will likely have a major influence in shaping influence in lunar missions, according to a news release, as future robots or human explorers could use the frozen carbon dioxide to make fuel or materials for longer lunar expedition. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, we could do that. That's the best way to continue and refuel, is to use what is there and available to you. Like, if we could somehow do a mission to Titan, we could very well refuel our rockets from any number of lakes on Titan. Resource management is very important. The carbon dioxide and other potential discoveries may also help scientists better understand the origins of water and other organic elements on the moon. That's cool. Because that would be preserved in the carbon dioxide ice. Because the moon, not really sure what that is in the alternate system. What is 100 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
100 degrees Celsius is 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Okay. There you go, Leo. 212 Fahrenheit. While cold traps have been theorized by researchers for years, the new research is the first to definitively confirm and uh, and map the presence of them on the moon. Very cool. Very cool. In order to find them, researchers analyzed 11 years of data from the Divine Lunar Radiometer experiment, an instrument aboard NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. Their analysis shows that the lunar cold traps include several pockets clustered around the southern lunar pole, with the total area of the traps equal to 204 square kilometers. The Amundsen crater holding the largest with 82 square kilometers of cold traps. The temperature in those areas remains below 60 degrees Kelvin or 213.15 degrees Celsius. For our American friends, what is 213 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? What is negative 213 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Minus 213 degrees Celsius is minus 351.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go. We could not live on the moon without habitats. No, you are correct, Leo. We absolutely would need... Well, we would need habitats on the moon anyway because there's no oxygen. There's no atmosphere. So we absolutely would need habitats. While the confirmation of the carbon dioxide cold traps on the moon does not guarantee the existence of solid carbon dioxide, their research said in the paper the discovery does make it highly likely that future missions could find carbon dioxide ice there. Yeah, I could see that. If there is solid carbon dioxide in the cold traps, researchers posit it could be potentially used as a resource in steel, rocket fuel, and biomaterial production, which would be essential for sustaining robot or human presence on the moon. Yes, absolutely. We would definitely need to find whatever resources that we could if we were to extend a presence. Scientists could also study the solid carbon dioxide to better understand how organic compounds formed and what kind of natural molecules can be produced in those extreme environments. It could also be a tracer for the source of water on the moon, on the lunar surface. Quote, "These should be high priority sites to target for future landing missions," said planetary scientist Paul Hain in the release of this sort of pinpointing of where you might go on the lunar surface to answer some of these big questions about volatiles, chemical compounds on the moon, and their delivery from elsewhere in the solar system. Yep. Very, very true. This could be big. Like, if you could get ice cores from the carbon dioxide ice to like study what the particles that were trapped there, like that would be big. Leo says, so only Canadians could survive that cold temperature. Not even us. Not even us, Leo. Oh my goodness. Well, my friends, that has been the end of the coffee stream. I hope you guys had a good time here with me today, and I do thank you all for joining me as usual. I am going to change the premiere time of Coffee Shots to 8 a.m. That seems to do a bit better. Last time I premiered something at 8, it did a lot better. So I think we're just going to do that. So tomorrow at 8 a.m., Coffee Shots will premiere, and catch me. I'm not sure if I'll be doing a Twitch stream because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to keep the 7-year-old home. But we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And have a great day, guys. Thanks again. Bye.